Hi and welcome. My name is Gerald Smith. Welcome to episode 3 of Center Radio, the COVID-19 Indiana County edition. Today I have a pretty jam-packed lineup of special guests. County Commissioner Shereen Hess is joining us, as well as U.S. Senator Casey. Bob Casey is joining us. Representative Jim Struzzi is on the line, as well as Superintendent of Indiana Area School District Mike Vukovich. So we're excited to interview these folks about what's happening with the COVID-19 pandemic here in Indiana County. I want to start with Shereen, Commissioner Hess. Shereen was on our first episode, and Shereen has a new post online, and maybe Shereen, if I can hand it right over to you and give us kind of an update on where we are in the county in terms of the COVID-19 pandemic. And I'll be sharing your Facebook screen as you go there.
Sure thing, and thank you for the invitation to return. I think this is a great service, and I really commend you for a superb lineup today. So I'm very glad to be able to kick it off. But yes, most people know that we have 6 reported positive cases now in Indiana, and that's up from 4 from the other day. So we are continuing to be very vigilant here. And our emergency management agency has been in constant motion since really January, when they began to work on the pandemic response plan, which you can view at our website, indianacountypa.gov. And I just wanted to give a little update too on our EMA is, as I said, they're in constant motion. They are constantly discussing the issues with IRMC. Twice daily, they're in contact with National Guard or Region 13 emergency management conference calls, or Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. There is just a constant conversation going and planning, for not only right now, but what could happen. In fact, they are looking at the notion of possibly being asked to do alternative housing, if there would be a need to have that for quarantined individuals. I'm not saying that is the case now. I'm just saying that they are doing everything that we possibly can be doing at this point. As far as personal protective equipment, I do want to say that our EMA has a stockpile, and they are working very closely with the healthcare and the first responder communities here to make sure they have what they need now. Looking at the N95 masks, the gloves, some specialized equipment that our jail and our coroner's office may need. So they are doing training for Citizens Ambulance and how to do vehicle containment. They are taking calls and guiding callers to CDC for personal care, for how to properly use personal protective equipment, how to properly do containment and disposable materials. So in a lot of cases, our current vendors are not able to get what we need. We're on a schedule, and hopefully that schedule is going to work out. But we do have resources through the Pennsylvania Emergency Management Agency. So there's a very keen group of individuals, dozens of individuals on our Health and Human Services Subcommittee, local emergency planning committee, lots of dedicated individuals working around the clock on this.
Thanks, Shereen. Can I ask you one thing that came up on one of our other shows in terms of the county's response and the emergency management team? Is there a single communications person, or is there a single communications point that information is sort of being distributed that includes information from the county, also from IRMC, from local law enforcement? Does that position exist, or somebody in that position?
Well, I would point to our Director Tom Stutzman of Emergency Management Agency. He is really the point person on this. We do have as I mentioned, the subcommittee, and that's co-chaired by a couple of individuals. They do have Facebook pages that they update from time to time, and we'll be getting a briefing tomorrow, and we'll I guess to say that they haven't made public announcements yet, but that's coming. And I will be doing that, not only having briefings on Thursday, but a radio show on Friday.
Great, thanks. I know there's other media outlets like Indiana in the Morning that does get the word out.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I want to pass it over to Dr. Moore at this point, who can direct our attention over to the stimulus bill that's been recently passed. A lot of our community is directly impacted by the significant economic slowdown. So I'm going to pass it over to Dr.